The Russia-Ukraine war may have just crossed a dangerous line. It's something that the world feared all along. Moscow is accusing Kyiv of striking at the very heart of Russian power, the residence of the Russian president, warning that the response has already been decided. Now, this alleged attack has ignited outrage. It's rattled world capitals, invited angry reactions, threatening to also derail the fragile peace efforts that appear to be finally beginning to take shape. Ukraine is calling the entire incident fiction, while Russia is calling it terrorism. And as the rhetoric sharpens, the risk of escalation is growing even further. Russia says Ukraine launched a wave of drones at one of Putin's official homes in the Novgorod region. The foreign minister of Russia claiming Russian air defenses intercepted 91 drones aimed towards Putin's residence. That's the number. In fact, also saying that Moscow has now already decided when and where it will strike back. Kyiv, on the other hand, calls the claim a staged narrative meant to sabotage diplomacy. Zelensky called it, quote-unquote, a complete fabrication intended to justify additional attacks against Ukraine. But remember what Zelensky said just last week? During his Christmas Eve address, without actually naming Putin, Zelensky said, "May he perish," quote-unquote. Let's just play out that statement for you.
Today we all share one dream, and we make one wish together. May he perish. Each of us may think privately. But when we turn to God, of course, we ask for more. We ask for peace for Ukraine. We fight for it, and we pray for it.
The Kremlin saying US President Donald Trump reacted with shock and was outraged when he heard about the alleged strike during a call with Putin, further stating that Russia will now toughen its negotiating position, not abandon talks. The Kremlin spokesperson said, I'm quoting now, "This terrorist action is aimed at collapsing the negotiation process. The diplomatic consequence will be to toughen the negotiating position of the Russian Federation." So that's the big message coming in from Russia. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev, a close ally of Putin, accused Zelensky of derailing settlement and seeking escalation. And the timing of this fallout also complicates a lot of things, because just days earlier, Trump said, remember, that a peace deal looked closer than ever after meeting Zelensky. Trump said he was informed about the alleged attack by the Russian president during a phone call. Here's what he said.
One thing to be offensive, because they were offensive. It's another thing to attack his house. It's not the right time to do any of that. And can't do it. And I learned about it from President Putin today. I was very angry about it.
And while the Indian Prime Minister, in a post on social media, said, and I'm quoting here, deeply concerned by reports of the targeting of the residence of the President of the Russian Federation, ongoing diplomatic efforts offer the most viable path towards ending hostilities and achieving peace. We urge all concerned to remain focused on these efforts and to avoid any actions that could undermine them. China also urged both sides to prevent any spillover and to avoid escalation, while the UAE strongly condemned the attempt to target Putin's residence. On the battlefield, meanwhile, the Russian Defense Ministry released video of the deployment of the nuclear-capable hypersonic Oreshnik missile system in Belarus, a significant development that also bolsters Moscow's ability to deliver missiles across Europe, make it faster for the Russian nuclear missiles to reach European targets in the event of a war. And all of this unfolding as negotiators continue to work on a US-drafted framework for a peace plan. Tonight, Russia's accusation and Putin's largest signal that he will expand his war aims, placing that progress in limbo, to say the least. And as the world reaction also hardens, hopes for a breakthrough appear bleak, at least at this point. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.